I'm Ryan Wallace, and I'm the new senior pastor at Fairmount Presbyterian Church. Being a pastor, being able to walk alongside people in their spiritual journeys is a blessing that is hard to define or to capture. You get to be with people in the most difficult moments of their lives, in moments of grief and death and transition. But you also get to be with people in moments of great joy, when they finally understand what God is calling them to in a season of life.
I'm Lindsay, the associate pastor. You can find me in worship leadership on Sundays, but you can also find me in care and serve council meetings, setting up the worship spaces, interacting with our children and youth virtually and in person, visiting people in their homes and the hospital, and calling and writing lots and lots and lots of emails and notes to members of the congregation and people and organizations we partner with in the community. I'm in ministry because I deeply believe that we are all beloved children of God, and that's a message that needs to be shared.
Hi, I'm Gordon Landefeld. I'm Clerk of Session at Fairmount Presbyterian Church. Clerk of Session helps the session of elders and the pastors work together. The Clerk of Session helps represent Fairmount at the larger presbytery.
Everything we do at Fairmount is possible because of 4 councils that are composed of lay leaders and staff members who work separately but also together in a democratic way to make our ministries and our work and events and worship and everything we do happen. Our first council is Care Council, which is composed of ordained deacons and elders. And their primary job is to do everything that's caring and compassionate within our faith community. So that might look like delivering flowers to the sick, or writing notes to someone who just lost a loved one, or organizing communion. It's their job to show love and care and compassion throughout the community, consistently throughout the year, because let's be honest, our pastors can't be everywhere all the time. Serve Council is the mission arm of the congregation, and they partner with local community organizations as well as groups around our world to do work that particularly has a focus in youth education and poverty. We are also a Matthew 25 congregation, which is an initiative in the Presbyterian Church that reflects our commitment to dismantling structural racism and addressing systemic poverty. Administration Council focuses on the nuts and bolts that make everything we do possible. So that includes the facility, the building, personnel and staff. It's all of the things that just make everything else work from a functional and logistics perspective. Faith Formation Council oversees the spiritual development and opportunities for enrichment for children, youth, and adults. This might look like overseeing nursery care, or organizing service projects for youth, or an enriching book study or inspiring speaker series for adults. Basically, Faith Formation Council oversees the exploration and spiritual growth at every corner of our community.
This is ministry that we do together. It's a congregation that you have built together over years, decades. And I feel a privilege to come into that and help lead with you.
Living in this world can be difficult, and doing that while also being a follower of Jesus can be even more challenging. That's why we don't go it alone. It's a community that we can hear and see the moving of the Holy Spirit and God's love in action. And together, we can live into Jesus' teachings to love and serve all those we meet. We need each other's support, encouragement, and challenge to be the people God calls us to be.